quietly. "It's acting strange. Is it broken?" Valora asked. "No," Alamar said, and his wicked smile grew wider. Valora cringed in response. "I found it." He rubbed his hands together greedily. "Found what?" Dormir asked, not learning his lesson of his fellow hunter. "A door, and behind it a curse that's been bound for nigh 20 years, growing in power and potency." Alamar clapped his hands, and the light flickered once, twice, before growing in size and illuminating the whole underground cave, revealing the long, twisted roots of the never trees. From above, the heart of the Fey court stretched from the dirt roof and intertwined with each other, reaching down to the ground, creating a crooked archway. Between the arch was an iron door covered in symbols and a language long forgotten. Alamar muttered under his breath and ran his hands along the door, brushing off dirt to reveal more symbols and sigils. With a spelled word, he trailed his finger over the door and sigils glowed faintly before disappearing again. "What does it say?" Valora whispered to Aspen. "It's a warning." Aspen pointed to the symbol nearest Alamar. "To anyone who opens the door. It promises death and destruction." Valora rubbed her hands up and down her arms and shifted her weight from one foot to the other. Alamar mumbled to himself. "Finally I will break free that which you have bound." His hands glowed, light bursting from his fingertips as he placed them over each one of the magic locks. Rays of green light shot from the symbols, washing over the underground cavern, creating a sickly underwater illusion. Alamar continued to chant, his face a mask of pain. His arms trembled under the strain, his voice rising to a crescendo. First, the tremor was barely perceivable, a mere shake. But then the earth rolled over and the quake grew. Dust fell from the ceiling. The sketchy path beneath their feet rose as the rocks pushed forth from the ground and sinkholes opened. It was as if the earth belched out its displeasure at the dark magic being poured into it. Aspen pulled Valora away to safety as the door continued to glow green. The pleasant aroma of magic was dispelled by the sulfurous amount of dark magic being used. "It's not enough," Aspen whispered. Alamar shot an ugly glare over his shoulder. "It will be." With renewed determination, Alamar returned his focus on breaking down the magical barriers. With each lock he broke, there was a repercussion in nature. "Look!" Valora pointed as water poured down in rivulets from an underground cistern above their head. "Should we run?" she asked, as it soaked their feet. "If you do, he'll kill you." Aspen's grip tightened on Valora in a silent warning. "Stay." Alamar screamed. A surge of power erupted, blasting through the final magical lock and knocking everyone from their feet and into the muddy cavern. The door hung, broken on its hinge, and it swung outward with an ominous creak. Within the darkness, something moved and slithered about. The creaking and churning, followed by an almost human groan. Alamar got to his feet, wiping his muddy hands on his cloak. He peered into the darkness and whispered, "You're free. Go. Do what you were born to do before you were so unjustly bound." The creaking stilled, the curse listening to the words of the sorcerer. Dormir groaned as he sat up. Using his palms, he wiped at the mud coating his eyes, and he heard the slithering noise. "What the?" Dormir looked up at the broken door.